So it seems like Alvin Kamara may have played his last game in the Saints uniform because it's on the internet, and if it's on the internet, we must believe it. From Mr. CEO Alvin Kamara likely played his last game in a Saints uniform, and we all know that this is amid the whole issue that happened last year with the Pro Bowl beating, alleged Pro Bowl beating, and all of that. We're gonna get into all of that in 1 second, man. But before we get started, make sure y'all like the video, comment y'all thoughts down below, man. We're a new channel. We just trying to get into the algorithm so the channel can go to the moon, Alice. And if nobody told you this today, and I mean this sincerely, you my brothers and my sisters, my family, I love each and every last one of y'all. Make sure y'all share the video and all that good stuff, man. And like I said, let's just get right into it. So from an official source, Bleacher Report, they say Alvin Kamara and the 3 others have been indicted for an alleged beating at a Las Vegas nightclub during last year's Pro Bowl weekend. That is insane that you're in a nightclub in a Pro Bowl weekend in that type of setting. But hey, you know, who am I to tell anybody what to do or what have you, man? It's like we just know these dudes, they don't care about the Pro Bowl. You know, we out there, we just gonna have some fun, and we gonna keep it moving and keep it pushing. I can't even really blame them. It's a meaningless game, and it really serves no purpose. It's just fan service, I guess, but it is what it is. I digress. Who that dish says, with the recent indictment of Alvin Kamara, his time with the New Orleans Saints is likely coming to an end. However, the writing was already on the wall with the Saints and the back. And so, you know, like we said, man, it's just one of those things. It's a very unfortunate situation. Somebody got beat up, and then, you know, these guys, you know, they're the rest of their lives, or, you know, their foreseeable future is in jeopardy. So we also had a tweet from Kathleen Sarah Lee, and it just says, Alvin Kamara and other NFLer among 4 people indicted by the grand jury. And then after that, we just gonna go straight to the article, and we're just gonna talk about this because I think this sums it up. It just sums it up very nicely, man. It just is one of those things. It says a grand jury from the Clark County has indicted New Orleans Saints running back Alvin Kamara and 3 other individuals following allegations of beating a nightclub. Of a beating in a nightclub in Las Vegas in 2022, according to 8 News Now. Cincinnati Bengals cornerback Chris Lammons and 2 other men are staring at criminal charges. Sorry about that. Are staring at criminal charges as a result of an incident which took place on the Strip during the Pro Bowl weekend of February 5th, 2022. Like I said, nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. They're just out there. I said the 4 men were indicted on charges of conspiracy to commit battery and battery resulting in substantial bodily harm. And that, like we said, a lot of that stuff, we're going to talk about all that, and we're going to actually look at the video and all that good stuff. It's just not a good look. It says Darnell Green, the alleged victim, told police that he was waiting outside an elevator at Drell's nightclub alongside the 4 men in question. I guess a 4-man inquisition, I guess. Well, that sounds sinister. But anyway, as well as some other people. According to Green, Kamara put his hand in his chest to prevent him from entering the elevator when it opened, and he said he pushed the player's hand off of his chest before Kamara shoved him. Lammons then punched him, knocking him against the wall. And then he just goes on to say Green filed a lawsuit in Louisiana, which includes still images of the surveillance video of the indicted and transcription of an audio recording that is yet to be released. Now that's gonna be tough. If there's some damning evidence on that, it's gonna be tough. Kamara chased Green down the hall and proceeded to strike him multiple times until he was knocked to the ground. The suit states, at no point during the attack did Green hit, punch, or push Kamara or any of his associates. Both Kamara and Lammons played for their teams this season. The NFL has not commented on the incident. And so, as you can see, man, it's just one of those situations. It's a very unfortunate situation. It's just like, first of all, why are you there? That's the one thing. We understand that you're out there having fun and stuff like that. And I could even understand, like, you're getting on the elevator and you know what I'm saying, you think this dude might be a fan. He might have said something to you. We don't know what happened. And then you put your hand in his chest, he knock your hand off his chest, and then y'all just go straight at him. I couldn't believe. Now this is just me, like, from a man's standpoint. I couldn't believe that somebody would just put their hand in your chest and be like, nah, bro, you can't get on. But even if they do, and then you knock it away, then they're gonna attack you without any provocation. But at the same time, I've seen stranger things, because I'm not saying that it's, that it's beyond the realm of possibility. I'm just saying that that's just like, it's just like highly unlikely, I guess, is what we would say. Like, I feel like it has to be some more to it. And like we said, like, these guys, we know that everybody's prideful though, and you know how we do stuff, man. But anyway, here's the video from TMZ. And like we said, you just see it's TMZ Sports. They're showing that that's Kamara, and then like they chasing him down the hallway or whatever, and you got a few other guys. And then, like I said, it's unintelligible from there, and there's nothing that to be really taken from that. I just feel like it's one of those situations where it could be one of two things. It could be they weren't having three things. It could be they weren't having any type of conversation or anything. And the dude, Kamara just was like, nah, you're not getting on. We going here, and we want to ride the elevator by ourselves. I'm Alvin Kamara, or what have you. Put his hand in his chest. I just don't see how that could escalate. I think it would probably, how it escalates to you knock your hand off. Because if you put your hand on my chest, I'm probably gonna knock it off. Like, bro, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? I might knock it off to what have you. I don't know. It's gonna depend on how I feel that day. But for your guy to come out and then immediately y'all just jump me, like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I know we gotta protect the bag, but that don't make a whole lot of sense. A more likely scenario is they probably were having some words, or maybe he tried to talk to him or something, and then he's like, oh, you think you hot stuff because you Alvin Kamara, and then that might have escalated it. Or maybe when he slapped his hand off, he's like, man, get your MFing hands off me, and blah blah blah. I don't know what could have really happened. I don't see a whole lot of situations where that escalates like that. So maybe it was something that was going on before or after or what have you. But whatever it is, they have been indicted. Now, just because you get indicted, that doesn't really mean that you're going to jail or anything like that is going to happen. Most likely what's going to happen is they're going to settle out of court, and I think the dude was trying to sue for what, 10 million or something like that. I think the initial number was like 10 million. They'll probably settle out of court for like 500,000, maybe 1 million, something like that. It'll be water under the bridge and they'll move on. But they said the guy had issues with his orbital bone was broken, which left his face disfigured. They said and various bruises to the neck, back, legs, all that stuff like that. Just anything consistent with getting beat up by four guys of pretty good size. It's just a very unfortunate situation. I wish guys could stay out of situations like that. Sometimes there's no avoiding situations, but I just don't think that this is one of those times when the situation was unavoidable. Hopefully, it is what it is. If you assault somebody, you get what you get. But if it's a misunderstanding and if it's a fight, that's something totally different. It's very hard to tell in these situations. It's just going to depend on but if the jury is handing out an indictment, they believe that it was excessive. So maybe if you put your hand on my chest, I hit it off, and then you swing, I swing, whatever, and it's over with. But to chase him down the hall and then he has to endure four guys jumping on him, that's a little bit tough, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section though, man. I got no opinion on it. I just think hopefully justice is served in this situation. We don't know how it's going to manifest itself, but it's going to be something. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. I'm going to holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ.
Godspeed.